Have been hard at work. We released today the 30 best players in the world under the age of 21.
Bundesliga Player of the Month in August at 18 years old.
He has 32 goal contributions.
He described Sancho as the perfect footballer.
I think you put MBAPPÉ in any league and he does exactly the same.
Jadon Sancho is a year and a half younger in a tougher league, so he's got 4 less goals.
If Sancho goes to the Euros with England, I don't think he would have as strong as a competition as MBAPPÉ did at the World Cup with France.
Welcome to a new series, Fans Argue Football, the only football series on YouTube where the biggest football debates worldwide will finally be solved by a YouTuber and some bloke from Liverpool who lies down a lot. We like to host debates about football on our live streams, and so we thought, why not try and make this a weekly series on all of football's hottest topics. If you do go on to enjoy this new series, why not subscribe and hit that like button? And if you have any ideas for us to do any more of these, leave them in the comments section down below. The exciting thing about this series is that you lot will be deciding what we talk about and who wins the debate. We'll be debating against each other 2 of the hottest topics in football. Today that will be Jadon Sancho versus Kylian Mbappé, but next week it could be anything. It could be Ole Gunnar Solskjaer versus Frank Lampard, Simeone versus Klopp. Are Liverpool the best Premier League side of all time? It's open to you. You can leave your comments and suggestions. We'll pick the best ones and cover them in the next episode. This instalment, Jadon Sancho versus Kylian Mbappé. I'm on Sancho's side. Rodinho's taking Kylian Mbappé. Who is the greatest young player in world football today?
Has Gary Neville ever been to Spain? That's all I'm saying.
We don't know. We don't know the facts. We'll have to look into that. So you know we were like struggling to know who was going to defend who for this one, and like I think both of us kind of wanted Mbappé. I firmly believe Sancho is better now from what I've studied.
Really? You're confident about that?
I'm more than confident, mate. I'm ready to take you down.
I don't know. I really don't know. I just want to let everyone know that's watching at home, we are literally the most budget version of Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville going.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. You are not wrong there.
Gary Neville, of course, captaining a winning Premier League side a few times, and me going on tour with my local football team to Spain once.
It's the same.
Has Gary Neville ever been to Spain? That's all I'm saying.
We don't know. We don't know the facts. We'll have to look into that. First off, mate, I honestly want to say I'm outraged.
Why are you outraged?
Well, are you French?
You're my pal? I'm not French. I'm not French. I'm not French.
Jadon Sancho, mate, is a baller. He's 19 years old. He's worth £120 million. And he plays in a real-life football league, not with toddlers in farmers' outfits.
Right. One thing I have to say about this. You're telling me, right, that World Cup winning Mbappé would not be able to rinse Phil Jones. That's what you're telling me.
No, Sancho would win a World Cup if England had played in one with him. Done.
Really?
No, probably not. He's playing in a league with grown-ups. I can't take it seriously, mate. Did you see what that keeper did the other day? Like, he threw the ball into his own net from, like, just trying to get the ball out of the box.
I think the French league isn't as far behind as people think. I think it's a strong league, not the strongest by any means. But
that's fair enough, man. I think you're wrong.
I think the argument of they're all farmers is awful because at the end of the day.
Well, no, any agricultural job. I mean, they don't have to just be farmers.
Mbappé reached 100 goals, 100 career goals, 2 years before CR7 and Messi.
Yeah, but I think that's down to the league he's playing in. Would he score that many in the other leagues?
I think he would, yeah. Bro, in the Champions League, he has 32 goal contributions in 31 games.
Okay, let me hit you with some Jadon Sancho facts, mate.
Okay.
Bundesliga Player of the Month in August at 18 years old this season, something Mbappé has never done. Has Mbappé ever won the Bundesliga Player of the Month?
Probably
He
not.
hasn't, no, so we're going to move on. Not only that, Jadon Sancho is a year and a half younger than Mbappé.
As reported by TalkSport on their website, I actually did research here, John.
Okay, wow, I'm slightly intimidated now.
Mbappé is a social media king And as we all know, Instagram followers determines the best football players in the world. Mbappe has 39.4 million.
Mbappé has 35 assists in League One in total for PSG. Sancho has 37, so 2 more. Sancho's only played 69 games compared to Mbappe's 117. So it's again, he's played like half the amount of games and he's got more assists than Mbappé. Yeah, and again, everything comes back to the fact that I feel like the Bundesliga is a much tougher league to play in than the French league. So their goal contributions aren't far off. What was Mbappe's total?
115 in 117.
Yes, but you're looking at 69 appearances and 64 goal contributions for Jadon Sancho, mate. You know what? The thing about this is I think it's closer than people think. I think a lot of people would have clicked on this video and gone, oh, Jadon Sancho's not even close. He's close. He is definitely close.
I agree with you. I don't think the gap between Sancho and Mbappe is that major, but I think the argument that I hate is that you're bringing is that the Bundesliga is so much better than the French league, and I don't think it is. Honestly, from the defending that I've seen, Dortmund concedes so many goals, and I just look at the teams, and some of the defending that I've seen from the Bundesliga this season has been terrible.
Well,
Mbappe's won everything that he could possibly enter in world football at the age of 21. He's won a World Cup, right? And in 15
Sancho's won an under-17 World Cup with England. I don't think your boy Kylian's ever picked up that trophy, so unlucky, mate.
He might have, actually. I don't actually know. Let me just read out some of Mbappe's honours. I don't it is a long list for someone 21 years old. Footballer of the Year, Player of the Year, Under-19 European Championship, French Champion, French League Cup winner, French Cup winner, World Cup winner, Footballer of the Year, top goal scorer with 33 goals, and Player of the Year for PSG. And Player of the Year when they've got the likes of Neymar in their team. I think if you put Sancho with Neymar, I think he gets outshone by Neymar personally.
But Sancho has a better trim.
Okay.
Yeah, and Sancho, 17 years old, Pep Guardiola, right, the best manager in football. I think we can both agree he's won everything there is to win. They're trying to give him a contract. On the day that they were going on pre-season tour, when he was 17 years old, he didn't turn up to the City plane, and instead of that, he flew to Dortmund, signed for Dortmund because he said he wanted more opportunities to play. At 17 years old, mate, he took the number 7 shirt. Mate, like, how many young players do that? He had adversity. I feel like Mbappe hasn't had any adversity. He was thrown into a really good Monaco side with like all these insane players. He then went to PSG. They dominate everything. It's worth noting that Sancho's gone to Dortmund, not Bayern. You know what I mean? They don't win everything. Dortmund are kind of still the underdogs. Sure. They're a good young side, but they're underdogs, and he's proven his numbers are similar to Mbappe in a side that isn't as dominant as PSG are.
I respect it, but it doesn't change the fact that he's like a great player. Do you know what I mean? I think he would have become a great player regardless. I just respect the fact that he was willing to think.
We need to come to a conclusion here, lads. I think we need to get a conclusion. I think everybody can comment what they think.
So I agree with you of saying that the Bundesliga's more competitive than the French league. I do agree with that. But the thing is, my biggest point on Mbappe is that no matter where he is, he produces numbers, whether that be a World Cup, whether that be Champions League, whether that be in the French league, he always comes up with the numbers. If Sancho goes to the Euros with England, I don't think he would have as strong as a competition as Mbappe did at the World Cup with France. I just don't see it happening.
I think it's tough. I'm not going to sit here and say that I believe Sancho's better than Mbappe right now. I genuinely believe, though, that Sancho's underrated. My mate is a season ticket holder at Dortmund, and he always talks about how Sancho, he feels, doesn't even get the credit he deserves. Right now, though, mate, I can't be saying Sancho's better than Mbappe. But yeah, he's a year and a half younger, and I think there's the potential there for him to really go on and become like the best winger in world football. I really think that.
That's fair. Also, I'll just say one thing for us to... Who's got the highest ceiling, in your opinion? So, I think from what you just said, we both agree that Mbappe is better currently. But who do you think's got the highest ceiling? Sancho or Mbappe?
I actually don't know, mate. I'm going to have to ask the comment section. I actually don't know. Because Sancho's that little bit younger, which makes a difference when you're that age, and he's improving every single season.
No, yeah, for sure. But
So
it's the same with like one of my points is Mbappe like peaked already? Will he keep producing the numbers, and will Sancho keep producing the numbers, or will Sancho's numbers improve? Will Mbappe's numbers improve?
So ultimately, they're quite different players. Last thing I'll say, mate, I believe that we're looking at 2 out of the 5 best attacking players once Messi and Ronaldo leave the scene in 5 years. I think when these are in their mid-20s, they will be the 2 best, with a couple of other names in their positions in the world.
Yeah, without doubt.